Okay, here we are once again. And I have the horizontal stabilizer skeleton from my Vans RV-7 kit put together here. Just Clecoed together. The rear spar has already been completed by a previous kit builder. So you can see rear hinge brackets have already been riveted on, and the spar stiffeners, and he did a good job. So yeah, we primed him and Clecoed it all in place. Now, do the inspection process in Canada, I'm not going to be able to rivet the rear spar in because my inspector is going to need to inspect, this rivet line and this rivet line, etc. Well, actually, this he'd be able to from the center, but wouldn't be able to check these guys out and wouldn't be able to see any of these. Yeah, the skin's all ready to go. Inside's primed. KZO, everything's nice and dimpled. These guys are all ready. Well, first I want to talk about a couple, challenges that I had while building this. The SB update with regards to these doublers. Edge distance on these holes that you need to drill are critical. The ones down here, you can see I was actually really worried about this line being so close to this rib, but actually these are going to get riveted first, then the rib is going to go in, and I think we're just going to have enough clearance where we won't have any contacting. Cutting these angles, the way I did it is because this hole isn't there, and that's something you need to match drill via your skin, I didn't cut this angle until I drilled this hole. It was kind of cumbersome having the spar come out to here, and things were overlapping. It was kind of overlapping this rib as it was here, but edge distance here is an issue, and if you're a little bit off when you're drawing this angle, you can clip this corner, and all of a sudden you just took your spar out. So I opted to drill the hole first, confirm that the edge distance was proper, and then cut my angle. And I actually, as you can tell right here, I didn't do a very good job, and I'm gonna have to pull the spar back out. That's just not enough clearance. I can't even get my fingernail in there. So I'm gonna have to just basically sand that. I want about a 32 of an inch clearance, I think. Right. That's cool. So that's one thing, and that's why I'm really happy I put this thing together and take it apart a bunch. And I do that to make sure that everything is still fitting the way it should. All the parts are in the right spot, and I basically I tapered this, I primed the part, and then I kind of put it away, and I said to myself, wow, I better make sure that everything is still okay. And everything was great on that, underneath, right there, but not that guy. So this is why I put everything together kind of again and again. Make sure that the fit is good. Make sure that there are no burrs anywhere. Nice tight seams. Panels matching really nice. The reason this looks kind of wonky, and you'll know when you go to build yours, or if you already have, that this spar actually doesn't stop there. It actually comes out to here. And Vans has you cut this back to about there to suit the RV-7. I think it's that way for the 8, and they use the same spar. I'm not 100%. But this almost caught me. And you got to be really careful that when you're bringing this flange down, don't bring it down much past like there, like this line, because you're going to have to smash flat the root of this flange, right? And it's tough to see, but that is what happened in there. And there's the relief notch, you know, we cut in to prevent cracking, because this is the critical area where cracking was taking place. So be careful for that. Don't sand down too far down the edge of the spar. Leave yourself a bunch of room, like, you know, almost an eighth kind of thing, and then smash it flat with a hammer, because edge distance for this hole, or these two guys, will be an issue. And again, you lose an entire spar. All the work, all the dimpling, all the match drilling, all the deburring, gone to waste. So be careful for that one. That almost caught me. I got lucky. I got really lucky. What else can I tell you? I got my plans over here. You get my plans on the computer. Marked off everything I've done. Let's see here. Oh yeah, check the washer. So bolt the center bearing spar to the spar. I checked the plans, and let's see, I have them right here. And if I zoom into this picture for you guys, you'll see there's only a washer on the back side. That seems just kind of odd to me. You know, I'm a mechanic by trade, and this is kind of what I'm talking about. A washer on the backside makes sense. You know, you want to make sure you have the correct grip length, and I believe you want 3 threads sticking out, but I'm not 100%, so please don't quote me. But what I've done is I just put a washer on this side as well, because I don't want the hex of my bolt, you know, point loading the hinge surface. I mean, I've just always been taught you put a washer on both sides of something. I don't know if aviation is different. Please help me out. Let me know here. This makes sense to me. A washer on both sides. If that's not correct for aviation, please someone leave me a comment and let me know. And that's why I have not bolted this in and torqued it down and got torque steel on it, because I really don't like the idea of not having a washer here, which is why I have them in. So if I should take them out, please someone let me know. So the next step for me is I'm going to get rid of this clearance issue here. So I'm going to be removing the rear spar, putting it away, getting rid of 708, and getting rid of the 00005s and 6s. Sorry, up there, 5s and 6s. And I'll be, so yeah, eliminating this clearance issue and then starting riveting this spar together. Keep in mind we have some tapered 426-4. We don't use them very often, but they are right here. 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And these are the gonna be 3/16 mounting holes for the horizontal stab when it's installed into the fuselage. The plans say to drill these up to 3/16 when it's there, and I mean the instructions are kind of unclear, but I did pilot them to 30s just because I didn't want metal to pile up in between these parts. Once they were all riveted together, I couldn't take them apart and get all that crap out of there. So I piloted them to 30. Hopefully the step up to 3/16 won't leave too much garbage in there, and we'll hopefully it's not an issue. So I'm gonna get all this stuff taken apart, and we'll get to riveting the center section of the spar right now. just need a bit of primer. Touch-ups. This stuff's pretty good. Not as good as the AKZO, but this stuff's pretty good. So. All right. Now we got some clearance there. It turned out good. Beauty. On to the next step. You see I got all set up to do our flush countersunk rivets. That's where they're going. Where are you? There you are. That guy and that guy. Here we go. More. All right. It's looking pretty good, guys. Okay, the flush guys are all done, and I got it spun around in the vise. And now I'm going to be doing all the the 710 and 714 to 702 and the H00001 doublers on the backside. And we're using and 470 dash, oh, let's see here, what are they gonna, if they're sevens, yes they are, they're sevens. So the sevens are gonna go through all here, and but not these guys, because that's not as thick, obviously. So I'm gonna start from the inside and work my way out. That's how I would tighten a cylinder head down. It just makes sense to me. Yeah, here we go. Alright, let's see if we can just get a drill bit through this guy. There we go. So, burr in there. Let's see if she goes now. There you go. That's what we want to see. Beauty. Oh, overdid that one, guys. That one's okay. That one's just on the limit. That one's under. That one's good. Let's check the ones we did under here. That one's okay. That one's okay. Oh, gotta pop one out. So what I do when I gotta drill a rivet out is I just mark it, both sides, with a good X. And I will come back and I'll do everything all at once. I will drill out all my rivets all at once because you get good at it. It doesn't make sense to just stop what you're doing. If you're kind of on a roll when it comes to riveting, continue on with your roll if you can. That's what we want. So see guys, I'm just radiating out from the center. Awesome. See the beauty of working on your airplane in your living room? You get to be a bum on your days off work. Awesome. You know, guys, that rivet that I overbucked, it is just so... It's almost kind of one of those times where you risk damaging more pulling out a rivet than just leaving it alone. And I mean, it's other than it just being a little bit overset, it's set perfectly. So I might leave that one alone. Let's get there. Let's get there. So it looks like I have a rivet that doesn't want to go into her hole. And whenever that happens, I'll just go grab the drill bit or a reamer and I'll just walk it in by hand. Alright, let's see if we can just get a drill bit through this guy. There we go. So, burr in there. Let's see if she goes now. There you go. That's what we want to see. Well, holy shit. You know, when you're having one of those days and you're just not riveting very well, stop. So, this is where I've gotten so far. And I have some work ahead of me because I got to drill some rivets out. But might as well show you guys. See there. Smeared that guy. Don't see anything wrong with that. Wait. Let's see. Yeah, not my finest. But then we flip her over. Alright, so what do we got here? That guy is just overset. This guy is underset, but I smeared the other side. What's next? That guy is smeared. And then in the corners here, man, did I ever fold these guys over. Tough to see, but terrible. And actually this one as well. So, you can't win them all. And I'm pretty sure I was losing at the 50 percentile, so I'm going to stop. Drill these out. Maybe go take the dog for a walk. Try again later. There we go. All right. See that? Just like that. And I'm using a number 30 drill bit. I'm sorry, number 40 drill bit for the number 30 holes. I go 10 under. Just in case I fuck up drilling. Gives me a little bit of extra error room, margin for error. Just like that. And now we gotta punch them out with a punch. And we need a good backer. So, that's my next mission. Grab my punch. Okay, I got my automatic center punch here. This has been recommended to me by some people, but doesn't always work quite as well. Maybe not with the number 30 stuff. Maybe with the 40 stuff it would, but let's see. I mean, maybe this one's just not powerful enough. But, you know, I did everything I was supposed to. Grind that point and everything. Fits in there nice, but it just doesn't really do the trick for me. So, go try something else.